Hey guys, John here with RealTruck.com. Today I want to show you how to install the American EZ Roll Tonneau cover on this 2016 Chevy Silverado. Alright guys, you can see here we've got everything out of the box. It comes with everything you need to get this installed onto your truck. It comes with, of course, your cover itself and your side rails, and you have your clamps, tension adjusters, and the really cool thing is that this tonneau cover comes with a lot of freebies too, and that would be your cargo retrievers, so that way you can reach up when everything's slid to the front of your truck and grab it, pull it back. Plus you have in here your tonneau tonic, which is for cleaning your tonneau cover, and this really cool emergency tool for cutting your seat belt or busting your glass to get out of your car if you need to, and also the tailgate seal. So let's get this on the truck. Okay, so we're ready to start installing our tonneau cover, but before we do that, we wanted to go ahead and attach our tailgate seal, and the way we're going to do that is we're going to take our alcohol prep pad, clean up the area where it's going to go, so that way this double-sided 3M tape will stick really well and you don't have to worry about this thing coming off on you. So we're going to take our tailgate seal and we're just going to measure it out to get our distance, and we want to go from one side, of course, all the way across to the other to get an idea how long we need it. And once we do that, then we'll take a pair of scissors or a razor blade, and then we'll cut it off and attach it. And I'll show you how to attach it here in just a second. So let's get this cleaned up first, and then we'll cut this and start putting it on. So what we're going to do then is we're going to take this red backing on here and just peel a little bit of this back to get us started. And the reason why you're going to do that is because if you peel all this off all at once and you try moving this thing around up here on the tailgate or whatever, you're going to have it stuck to everything, and that's just not going to be any fun. So we'll just peel a little bit of that. We'll get this lined up where we want it to go here and get it started. And once we have it started, then we'll just kind of press it on. And as we go along, we'll peel a little bit off at a time and just continue to press down on it to help it stick to the back of the bed here. And once we have that all on, then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing on the sides, and we're going to go get our piece and we're going to cut it to length. And there's a little bit of a trick I'll show you guys for up here at the top, which is kind of a neat thing that'll help it look better and seal better. So the first thing we're going to do here when we put our side one on is get our length. And that's going to come all the way up to right about there. So once we have that length, then we can cut this. It's real easy to cut with just a standard pair of scissors. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll get this started by peeling a little bit of this off. We're going to start this all the way down here at the bottom, up against our other bottom piece, and run this through. Now up here at the top, it's going to work a little bit different than our bottom one did, because what we're going to do with this top part is we're just going to take our scissors and we're going to go along the line of our box here, and we're going to cut this off. What we're going to do is we're going to go over and do the one on the other side. It's going to attach just like this one, and then we'll be ready to start attaching our side rails. So now that our bed seal's on, we're ready to attach our side rails, and we're going to go ahead and put these up onto the side here. And what I'm going to do now, this is something that's really handy for doing these, plus when you're all done with this you can use them for other things, is you can pick up a couple of these plastic clamps at a hardware store, and these are really going to help for holding this thing in place while you're getting everything attached. They won't scratch your paint or anything like that, and are very useful. And like I said, you can use them for other things once you're done with this too. So we're going to take our clamps then, once we have our rail up here in place, and make sure that it's setting even with the top of your bed rail cap, so that way the seal works well and everything seals up like it's supposed to. And then our clamps, we're going to put those as far to on the front one, as far towards the bulkhead or the cab of the truck that we can. And we want to go up as high as we can as well, because that's going to help keep our bed rail level so that it's horizontally attached, so that way our cover will roll properly. And once I have that up on there, then I'm just going to snug it down a little bit just to hold the rail and to hold the clamp in place. Another thing to keep in mind as well when you're doing this is to make sure you keep these clamps straight, and that's the way that they're going to hold the best. So we have these ridges on our clamps, and these are designed to lock into the ridges on the inside of your rail, your tonneau cover rail, and that's what's going to help to hold these in place. So it's very important to keep these in a vertical position. So the center one then, we're going to want to put it as close to the center as we possibly can, and once again you want to put it up as high as it'll possibly go, and that's going to give us the best hold onto our side rail. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm just going to snug it down a little bit here. And the reason why we're not tightening these all the way down just yet is just to make sure we don't have to adjust this rail a little bit, because we may need to raise it or lower it to get the seal where it's all nice and level and even across. So we'll put the back one on here. And the back one's going to be the same as we did with the front. We want to put it as far towards the back as we possibly can. And I'm not sure if this one will go up in here or not. Not enough space, so we're going to have to go right here with this one. And same thing, put it up as high as you can possibly get it. And then we'll snug this one as well. All right, once we have those snug down, then we'll take a look at this and make sure that it's all nice and in place where it needs to go. And it's probably a really good time right now to double check your tailgate. Make sure your tailgate's going to close properly up on here, so we'll do that. Okay, everything's working very well there, so we know that we don't have it too far back. And once we have all that checked out and everything's the way it's supposed to be, then we can go ahead and start tightening up our clamps. And I'm going to start with the center one. And always kind of just give them a little wiggle, guys, to make sure that there's not loose when you get them done there. Okay, once those are all in place, then I'll take my little hold clamps off, and we're ready to go over and put the one on the other side, and it attaches exactly the same way as this one does. All right, once our side rails are attached, the next step is to attach our adjuster blocks, and they attach really easy. You can see there's a slot in the rail, and there's some holes in the block and a cotter pin. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the block down inside there, and then we take the cotter pin and just slide it into the hole on the bottom there and lock it in place. And then we'll make sure that when we do the other side, we want to make sure we put it in the same spot as this side. Otherwise, it'll not set your tonneau cover tension properly. So we'll get this in there, and then we'll be ready to attach the cover. Okay, so we've got our adjusters on. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take these big black flat washers and these self-locking nuts, and these bolts right here are going to slide into the slots just in front towards the cab of our adjuster blocks. So we're going to put these in there now. We're simply just going to set our cover with those bolts right down inside those slots. Just like so. And then once we have that, then we'll take that big black flat washer, put that on underneath, and then the self-locking nut. And then we're just gonna start this on here and leave it loose. And we're gonna go over and get the other side set in place where it's gonna go. What we wanna do then is we wanna go ahead and roll our tonneau out and make sure that the tension's correct on it. And if it is, then we can go ahead and tighten it down where it is, where it's at. If not, then we'll have to move our tensioners and tension it and then tighten everything down. So I'm gonna go get the other side and we'll do that. Okay, that looks good right where it's at. And all we need to do is just pull our sides over and make sure that our Velcro is good. And I'll show you guys how to make sure that you have the right tension on it. Really easy to do. Once you have it pulled and you see that you got all the wrinkles and stuff out, then what you should be able to do is just tap on it, and it should sound a little bit like a drum, and that lets you know that you have it all correct. Now, what we need to do at this point then is roll this back up, tighten down those nuts that I showed you, since we don't have to move our adjusters. If we would have had to move our adjusters, we'd roll it back out, move our adjuster, slide it where we need to, and then check it again until we have this kind of tension on it, and then tighten everything down, and you're all done. So there you have it, guys. That's how quick and easy it is to install the American EZ Roll Tonneau cover onto your truck. So remember, until next time, happy motoring.